Hi, my name is Adrianna Kochanska and I'm a researcher here at UIT. For the past 2 years, I have been working on the Prestige project, which focuses on gender balance in research leadership. In today's presentation, I will talk about research group leadership at UIT. So research group leadership is a level 4 leadership at UIT. So it's a very important group of people at our institution. For this report, we have carried out a survey which aims to find out the research group size, general composition and structure of research groups, the extent to which the research groups report engagement in national and international networks, the level of activity in producing research outputs according to their self-evaluated potential, how one becomes a group leader, and what are the main roles of a research group leader. At UIT, we have 196 research groups, and through the survey, we have collected 120 responses. It is known that the size of the research group can affect the quality of the research that the members produce. The optimal size of the research group varies largely across faculties and fields of inquiry. A relatively small group might not provide the members with a stimulating environment, whereas a very large group might pose interaction problems that result in group fragmentation. When considering the gender of the research group leader, it has been found that at the university level, the research group led by women are larger by approximately 4 members than those led by men. This pattern is consistent among most faculties, meaning that generally men lead smaller research groups. Research groups are composed of members with various research contracts. The proportion of research group members enrolled in 50% or more research contracts can affect the number of research outputs produced by the group. Research group with a higher proportion of full-time researchers, such as PhDs, postdocs, senior researchers, and professors or associate professors with 50% research obligation, have in total many more hours dedicated to research outputs in comparison to research group with a higher proportion of members with no or minimal research contracts, such as university lecturers or those in 80% teaching contracts. It has been found that research groups led by men have a higher proportion of members enrolled in research contracts of 50% or higher, meaning that they are likely to produce more research outputs. Rasmussen has identified 2 models of research groups, Stjerneklubben and Raketen. In a Stjerneklubben, the group is structured around several key researchers, whereas in a Rocket or Raketen, the group is structured around one key researcher. Most of the research groups at UIT are structured as a star constellation or Stjerneklubben. Only 8% of groups led by women have the rocket structure, whereas 18% of groups led by men have that same structure. Engagement in national and international networks can be considered an essential activity of the research community. 57% of men research group leaders reported engagement in maintaining these networks to a high extent, 37% to a moderate extent, and 6% to an insignificant extent. Compared to women research group leaders, men reported engagement in maintaining national and international networks noticeably more than women. 42% of women research group leaders reported engaging in maintaining these networks to a high extent, 50% to a moderate extent, and 8% to an insignificant extent. So how does one become a research group leader? When considering the gender of the research group leader, it has been found that there are noticeable differences in the way a research group leader is appointed. The most common way for men to become a research group leader is through the appointment from the head of the department or center. 49% of male research group leaders received an appointment from the university management. In comparison, only 28% of female research group leaders were appointed by the head of the department or center. The most common way for women to become a research group leader is through an appointment from their research group colleagues. 36% of women research group leaders were appointed by the members of the research group. The role of the research group leader and the tasks they perform can vary depending on the culture within the research group. This question aimed to find out whether gender plays a role in the tasks performed by the research group leader. The questionnaire provided 6 answers commonly associated with the responsibilities of the research group leader. The participants had to choose 3 most commonly performed tasks. 3 tasks were related to administrative and managerial roles, and 3 tasks were associated with leadership roles. It has been found that men and women engage in administrative tasks to similar extent, but men tend to perform more tasks associated with leadership. Twice as many men have reported setting the research agenda for the research group and controlling the workflow of delegated tasks. Thank you so much for listening. The report has been published online, so you're welcome to read more about the results I have presented here today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me on my email, and I'm sure my colleagues in the audience today will be able to answer some of your questions. Thank you.